Hello, lava train. Let's make some today. Okay, to start we're using some EVA foam, and we're going to make some hill shapes and we're going to cut them out with scissors. The scissors are going to give the edge of the foam a nice rocky texture. Then, to make channels for lava to travel through, we're going to take a screwdriver and we're just going to jab lines into it. We're trying to emulate the flow of lava, and that's why we're using a blunt object to rip and tear the foam and make all sorts of random channels. When you're jabbing the foam with the screwdriver, make sure to put your other hand behind the direction you're shoving the screwdriver. Then we're going to hit the EVA foam with a heat gun. This will tighten up the foam and smooth out all the ridges, and it's going to look like lava. Start the heat gun at a low heat and adjust if necessary. You don't want to melt the foam or set it on fire, you just want to smooth the surface. Now, on to painting. We're going to paint everything a nice bright lava-y red. Depending on the paint you have, this might take some time. It took me about 3 or 4 coats of paint until it was nice and smooth. Then I mixed red and yellow to make an orange colour, and I just put that lightly through all the channels, making sure to only really put it in the centre. While the paint is still wet, I get some yellow and I just wet blend it in with all the orange. I'm painting the yellow in one direction and letting it streak a bit. It gives the illusion of a flowing current. Lava isn't really glossy and it's not really flat either, so I'm using some clear glaze just to wash over the top of everything and sort of give it a satiny finish. By adding some red paint to the glaze, it sort of smooths out all the imperfections and sort of acts like a wash. At this point, you could sort of call it done, but I thought I'd up the standards a bit and add some texture. And for that, I'm using the classic mixture of sand and PVA glue. After the first layer dries, I add a little bit of sand and glue to the edges just to build up some of the surface. Then everything gets coated in watered down PVA glue just to seal in all the sand. Now for something a bit different, I decided to paint everything black, but with the black paint I mixed in some iridescent pigment. Iridescent pigment will make the light shine on the terrain in a unique way, and this is sort of to replicate that sort of blue tinge around the edges of lava. You can buy this pigment online or you can buy it from craft shops. There's a lot of places, just search for iridescent pigment. And it comes in a lot of colours. The trick to making it look like lava is you've got to make it glow. So on all the edges I'm using a dark red colour, and I made sure to use a red that was much darker than the red that was emitting the light. And that's about it. If you wanted to take this further, you can make a full board like this. Just carve straight into the EVA foam. They're all 1 foot by 1 foot, so if you make enough of them, you'll have a full board. Well, made another video. Hasn't even been a week since the last one. It's pretty good. Or a mistake. Maybe I should have just waited. Just sat on it. Just release it in a couple of weeks. A month. Just don't want to set expectations too high, you know? Well, if you like the video, you can let me know. It's always nice. Get a lot of nice emails lately. It's been pretty good. Just why don't you tell a friend, Spread the word. Share the video around. Send them a link, All these things, that'd really help me, Just spread the word.